Whether you're eating seafood, steak, chicken, or veggies, Latin food is always as comforting as it is caliente. And these are 8 of the greatest places to get all of those delicious Latin dishes. Set in a neighborhood in Providence, Braza Chief combines Peruvian cuisine with Cantonese cooking in a fast casual concept where all the food is cooked right before your eyes.
They can see us putting the chicken into our rotisseries, seasoning our picanhas, putting them over the charcoal. The sounds of an open kitchen is what really makes it interesting and fun. So anything that hits that rotisserie or that rodicio is infused with the smoke, the actual fire penetrating to that meat, enhancing the flavors and the textures of our proteins. Whether it's our chicken or our picanha, it really enhances those flavors, giving it that unique flavor that you would find back at home in Peru.
Located in Marlborough, Ember Alma offers a tapas-style menu inspired by the owner's Brazilian roots. So you can have tender picanha meatballs stuffed with mozzarella cheese, short rib loaded fries slathered with a 4 cheese sauce, and the buffalo chicken coxinha. But it's the skewers where the kitchen truly shines.
So one of the most traditional and popular types of food from Brazil is obviously Brazilian barbecue. So we took that inspiration from Brazilian barbecue to do like a street food version of it. And so we have grilled picanha, we have shrimp skewers, we have a skirt steak skewer. It's to try to harken back to that idea of like a street food from Brazil that's still touching upon that barbecue, but in a different way.
Set in this small but mighty shop in Lynnfield, School Street Foods is a unique eatery specializing in pastelitos. There are traditional pastelitos packed with chicken and cheese, and creative versions like this one oozing with hot steak and cheese. But the #1 seller, and with good reason, has to be the birria.
The best birria in Massachusetts, a Mexican meat done by a Dominican Puerto Rican. We stuff it right here. Look at all that cheese. That's why we get the cheese pool. Squeeze, and look at here we go. That's a fatty right there. Patalito, 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 patalito. You know what time it is.
With locations in East Boston, Everett, and Revere, La Hacienda combines the flavors of Mexico and El Salvador with old family recipes the owner grew up on, like chili relleno, a cheese-stuffed poblano smothered in a rich tomato salsa, or the molcajete, served sizzling hot in a traditional volcanic rock mortar bursting with colors and flavors. And if you're really looking to dive in, get the picada platter, loaded up with grilled chicken, steak, pork rinds, wings, shrimp, queso fresco, grilled tortillas, fried yuca, potatoes, and a bunch of tasty sauces for dipping. Papi, Vivi, and Lynn is a small sandwich shop specializing in quintessential Puerto Rican fare, including that well-loved sandwich, the tripleta.
So what a tripleta is a Puerto Rican street sandwich. What we do is we do it all fresh. Marinated in sofrito, ground beef, pork shoulder, and a chicken breast. It goes in one sandwich, garlic butter on top. We have American cheese in there, potato sticks, which gives it a little bit of a crunch, lettuce, tomato, and then our Papi Vivi sauce that gives it the extra bone. La
Qchara in Beverly and Melrose is a casual counter-service spot that brings Venezuelan flavors to breakfast, brunch, and beyond. The menu boasts everything from vitamin-rich smoothies to heartier dishes like the tender Venezuelan shredded beef served with black beans, rice, and sweet plantains. There's even a Venezuelan version of Eggs Benedict, which looks nothing like the original.
Traditional Eggs Benedict is on English muffin. Our Venezuelan Benedict is on a arepa. So it is heated on a skillet, and then it's topped with chorizo, the poached egg, and then we have our homemade sauce. It is flavorful, made from scratch, and served with yuca fries that are blow your mind.
Set in East Boston, Rincon Limeno is a family-run hotspot that brings the flavors of Peru to Massachusetts, with cocktails like their Peruvian pisco sours, to appetizers like their ultra-fresh ceviche, and entrees like the bistec a la pobre.
So the bistec a la pobre is like a grilled steak, fried egg, plantains, rice, and the beans. It is a very traditional plate. That's one of the recommendations that we do for our first time. If you don't want something very heavy, the bistec a la pobre will be the plate to go.
Set in this unassuming spot next to a convenience store in Rockland, Massachusetts, Mima's Cuban Cafe is a family-run place bringing Latin flavors north to New England. Owner Abby Morales and her family aim to provide the community with the Cuban cuisine she learned during her time living in Miami. So you can get everything from the deliciously unique jibarito, a sandwich served on a flattened plantain, authentic mofongo with shrimp, and the ultra-tender ropa vieja. And for that quintessential Cuban sandwich, you've got to try their 2-foot-long cubano.
When you bite it, you have the crunchiness of the bread, you have the juiciness of the pork, you have the saltiness of the ham, and then you have the Swiss cheese that is just melted. The pickle gives it the acidity that you need, and the mustard just gives it the last punch.
They're the 8 greatest places for Latin cuisine. Only the best make it to the Great 8.